Yo, um, figured I might as well keep clearing my head out because my upload speed seems to be throttled to blazes at night time, and 'tis night time, as you can probably tell. So it's funny how you can get distracted recording a video talking about stuff and then sort of default to your normal, like I'll just have something to eat and go to sleep, and then you stop recording and realize that everything you were talking about while you were recording is probably a good reason why you might not actually be able to sleep tonight at all. Just because, when you feel like your safety and your space is compromised, you're just on edge. You can't really help it. I'd love to be able to relax and sleep, but I think I'll be up for a while, at least a few more hours. Just looking out for myself, sort of thing. I did want to mention that, like, I have pretty good tools in place now, which I can default to help me sort of recover from just exhausting experiences. So getting out into nature obviously is great. I was able to go for another nudie swim dip today, and not at the same place. I think the place I mentioned before is probably not going to go there ever again, or at least for the next week. But I have other places, so yeah, today I had a swim and did a full nudie one just to keep the run going. I've done, I don't know, half a dozen in a row, and on a practical level, it's just nice to not have to deal with soaking wet clothes afterwards of whatever you were wearing in there. So yeah, just to reclaim that component of my own sort of training and healing, to not let one fucking negative experience ruin the way that I feel like living my life, you know what I mean? So yeah, bare feet on the earth, having a swim, being in nature, listening to metal, going for a drive. Had to go to the shops to get some food and water, and just normally I would be either with headphones on or with a little portable speaker playing music just to help me focus, basically, number one, and number two, to not have to deal with the fucking bullshit ear rape supermarket music that they subject customers to on a daily basis. I don't want that bullshit stuck in my head. Thank you very much. I want my own tunes. And normally it's down tempo or IDM and just really chill out, sort of peaceful, calming music to help me focus, like I said. And I've been doing that for quite a while, and at first very much sort of cautious about, like, the volume of it. I mean, it's just a little speaker. It can't go that loud to begin with, but it has to be loud enough for me to be able to hear it over the noise in the supermarket, which just the lights in those places I can't deal with very well. The crowds, the people, can't deal with very well. The amount of stuff on the fucking shelves, and trying to find something, sometimes I'm wandering around for hours. It seems like, I'm exaggerating, hours, but just like way too long. That I don't want to be in there for that long just to find something, like some salt. Where the fuck is the salt? Why have I done 6 laps of this place just to find one thing? And if I'm tired and exhausted, it just compounds it all. So anyway, today I was not in the mood for down-tempo, easy listening music. I was in the mood for some heavy metal. And just it helps me. So I was in that kind of mood. So as long as the music matches my mood, that's helpful. And so I'd overcome a lot of the, I guess, social anxiety of being myself, playing my own music while I'm doing my own shopping in a public place, like, wow, what a fucking crime. But no one ever said anything to me about my music. No one's ever come up to me after doing it dozens of times and said, please turn it down or turn it off, which is more than I can say about some other places where you would think music would be welcome. But that's another story. So I'd had a level of confidence, and I'd try to be respectful as much as possible and not be disturbing other people's peace. But at the same time, if I'm a bit messed up and I need to heal, then something which may be considered as disturbing someone else's peace is actually bringing me a great deal of peace. And if I don't do that, then I'm going to be an extremely unfriendly, unpeaceful person to be around. So I figure I just do what I can and do what helps me to feel okay in the world, and things will be okay. So yeah, today I got to listen to a bunch of very, very heavy metal in the stupid markets and looking for water which wasn't there. 2 different places where they have spring water, they just go out of stock all the fucking time. Not to whinge about it, I just move on to the next place and do the best that I can, to find good quality stuff to put in my body, That's by the by, but yeah. I was just sort of focused on what I was doing and trying to get in and get out as quick as possible, but there was definitely a lot of old people sort of with startled looks as I was going by in the shops, and whatever, let them be startled. It's like, fucking, are you that out of touch that you've never heard music that's not like fucking 1930s jazz swing or whatever the fuck it is that old people listen to? I have no idea. Anyway, it's none of my business really, and no one said anything at the same time. And yeah, ended up at the checkouts. I just got 2 steaks from one place when all I wanted was water, and like steaks optional, but there was no water, so I grabbed a couple of steaks. And I'm at the checkouts, and still with metal on, just like full noise. I just did not give a fuck at all, and I was almost like prepared mentally that if someone came up and said, could you please turn it down or off, I would have been like, sure, I'll turn it down. Are you going to be my new fucking therapist and like help me deal with all the bullshit that I've had to experience in the last few days of my life? Let's have a conversation. How would you like to hear what I've been fucking, you know what I mean? It's just like, I think people could sense that probably, and no one fucked with me, which I appreciate. And much to my surprise, at the checkouts, a woman actually came up right next to me, and she's like, I'm really digging the death metal. And I just laughed, and I said, yeah, I think everyone is today, because they were being subjected to it, as a bit of a change from the usual supermarket ear beating that they fucking flog you with. So yeah, just wanted to say that I love heavy metal for that sort of energetic processing of going through something, rather than trying to deny the fact that you feel angry or upset or hurt or violated or fucked up, or just like you're not fitting in the world. Metal is wonderful therapy in that sense to it sounds so angry, but the result is such a level of peace for not denying those emotions, but for moving through them in a peaceful way that's not destructive towards other people or taking it out on anyone else. It's just processing. So yeah, I'll probably just keep recording tonight for a while until I run out of energy or whatever, because I can't really. I'm not a fan of that word. It's difficult for me. I'm not a fan of that word either. It's going to be a little while before I can fully relax, so it's probably not a bad thing to just keep getting the stuff out of my head and clearing it out. So yeah, peace.